Just talking to one of my friends at work. She's like Hawaiian and half Korean, Asian basically. And she's talking about how she can't stand the Asian tourists, how they're just the meanest and the worst, and the ones she has a problem with like the most, you know. And how she's like, it's not weird because, like, you know, they're my people. And that's when I had to tell her all the problems I have here, all the fights I've gotten into, and near fights and problems and shouting and screaming matches, all white dudes. Always. Even though, like, you know, I am pretty smart about how I move around. You know, I mentioned the if the ACLU got a hold of my Indiana Jones red line travel beam, they probably wouldn't be happy with me. But that's just like survival instincts. Like, well, you know, I'm not going to take the chance that this is the nice group of wolves, you know. I'm going to just keep rolling. And the thing is, the only people I've ever had trouble with are sort of people like me. Always. It's fucking weird. Coming here tonight was a bunch of things. People don't like contentment. If they see someone that just looks like they're content, mind their own business, they have to disrupt that, because a lot of people's lives are not content. They're chaotic and disjointed and upset. So yeah, I'm just standing in the corner waiting for the light to change. And as I said in like the last video I did, excuse the LGTBV beta breeding, I still have it going on. I still have this chest cold, but I'm getting over it. But yeah, when you stop moving, it's like a meter starts running. The same way like when you used to get into a taxi. Remember those? Remember taxis? You get into them and they turn the meter on. When you stop moving here, and you know, to some extent in other cities, but here it's, you know, everybody's packed in so close in such a small area. As soon as you stop, the meter starts running. The nonsense meter. And the longer you stand in one place, the more likely you're going to be involved in some nonsense. You know, because right away, vultures, which are the people, like those dudes that are just standing around by themselves, like looking around, like they're waiting for a ride, but they're not. They take notice right away. And they'll start moseying their way over to you to make friends. And they're not the kind of friends you want. Uh-oh. Screaming, fighting going on. Sounds like a fucking... I'm so happy I didn't say that. Oh, shit. I almost said it sounds like... and then I'm glad I saw the people before I said it, because that would have been really bad. It would have been kind of funny, though. But it did sound like something that I can't mention now. But anyway, I'm just going to get out of this little group of people if I can. So I'm like standing in the corner. Of course, the nonsense meter goes up. And I'm just waiting to go across the street. You know, I don't want to stop. Stopping's bad, as I've talked about many times. Stopping is death. You stop, they're going to come for you. So I'm waiting to go across the light, and, you know, this pair of guys, dudes, drunk, tourists, just being jerks, being assholes. Guy comes up to me, like super close, like right in my private space. Now usually I react to this, but I didn't get the spider sense didn't go off. Meaning he wasn't like a threat. You know, he was just a drunk idiot. I usually give drunk people a little bit of a break because they don't know how obnoxious they are. You know, they think everybody's partying Hey, bro. It's like, dude, I'm going to the doctor. You know, give me a fucking break. But they don't know any better. So this little sawed-off fuck who looks like a Jimmy Dean sausage went into the people-making business. That's what he looks like. So he's like, yo, bro, where's the tap? No, brother. Yo, brother, where's the tap? Like Hulk Hogan. I'm like, the tap? What the fuck is he talking about? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what the tap is. And he didn't like the way I answered him or something. Because I didn't move. I didn't show any reaction to his excitable mood he was in. He just didn't like something about me. Gotta put a pin in that. We're gonna come back to that. But so, oh shit, I want to go over there and see the tree. Nah, it's too many people. We'll go look at the tree like near or closer to Christmas. I'll go over there like in a couple of days. We'll walk around all that stuff. So yeah, he didn't like the way my non-answer. So he hesitates for a minute, thinking about what he's gonna do, and his friend's like, "Come on, just come on." Leaves with his friend. So I'm crossing the street, and I see them. Of course, I come upon them again, and they're talking to like a local guy that's always here. You can tell he doesn't want to talk to them. There's some local dude that sits. Hey, how you doing, man? There's some local dude. Yeah, sure. Hold on. And he just kind of sits outside all the time in front of this place. Need a lighter, man? Need a lighter?
Yes, please.
And they went up to him and they're like bothering him, like with their drunk shit, you know. Hold on a second. There you go. I'll get you, man. Have a good night, buddy. And you can tell he doesn't want to like deal with them, right? So they're trying to like get him to like, I don't know, give people shit walking by. So then he sees me and his eyes like light up. Put a pin in that. And he's like, yeah, all these assholes walking around here, am I right? He's saying to the local guy. Local guy's like, yeah, whatever, you know, smiling like, please go away. And I keep going. So I don't know what direction they went into. Hopefully I won't encounter him again. But yeah, the pin is this. This is gonna sound insane. This is something I've experienced throughout my life. And tonight, like, it's not like I'm looking crazy. I have no makeup on. I'm just normal, you know? So it's not anything like that. But a lot of times when dudes, like, kind of get upset with me for no reason, just because I'm there, there's a low-key sexual thing going on. I know that sounds weird, but there's an attraction there. And I know this because I've had this happen to me in my life with guy friends and stuff. And it's a feeling you get, you know? And it's been confirmed for me multiple times. I don't know what it is, but a lot of dudes are just kind of attracted to me for whatever reason. I have like maybe an effeminate face. I don't know what it is. But so there's that. You can feel it. And what I think that does is that upsets them. And then they gotta fight me in order to reclaim their manhood that I took from them, because they had feelings toward me in that way. It's not my job to convince anybody that I'm right, but you don't have to pick up what I'm laying out there, but I'm telling you the truth. This is how it is with me and a lot of guys. Yeah, you can just tell. You feel like they look at you and like, hey, you know, they want to make a connection there. And I don't know if they realize there's that sexual component or that attraction, but it's there, and I think they sense it. And then from there, it goes to, well, now I have to kill you because you made me feel gay. You know, that's what it is. You know, again, I know it sounds weird, but, and maybe I've been misinterpreting this thing for 40 plus years. Actually, younger than that, but I don't like to talk about that. But I'm pretty sure, you know, that's what it is. And they get real upset. This is the local guy that always hangs here. Just one parking lot. Yeah, they were bothering him, like, and he was just like, he lives in my neighborhood. I don't think I've ever talked to him before, but he hangs there all the time. And I think they ended up going down there. I try not to let people bug me. Sometimes I can't help it though, and my emotions take over, and I start following people. That happened the other day. It was funny. Guys coming up the street, right? I just walked out of my house too, and he's like, he looked to me like he was, you know, a street guy, younger guy, like one of these younger street shitheads that I talk about a lot. He's with some girl, and I just got out of the house, light up a cigarette outside, and he's like, yo, give me a smoke. And I'm like, nah, man. You know, I think I even said I'm sorry. Like, no, sorry, man. And then as he's walking by, he gets a little bit down the road, and he's like, bitch. But as he says it, there's a guy and a girl walking up the street at the same time, and they thought, and he thought he was talking to him. So it was great, because he started some kind of little thing between them. When I just said bitch, that poor girl turned around. I think she thought I was calling her a bitch. It was like that. It's funny that happened, because that's exactly what happened with this guy. He's calling me a bitch, but coming up the street was another couple, and the guy thought he was calling him the bitch, and it started a little problem between them. And so I gained satisfaction there, but not satisfaction enough. Unfortunately, you'd think at my advanced age I'll let these things roll off my back, but sometimes I don't, because I feel like I'm just minding my own business, want nothing to do with you. You beg me like a fucking beggar for something I have, and I'm not getting it to you. And I just talked about this, right? Like the how they get real upset if you don't give them what they want. So it just kind of pissed me off. So I'm like, I'm gonna see where this guy goes. So I get to the end of the corner, and I wasn't walking, but I saw the direction they were going in. I'm like, I want to see if they go down my street. So sure enough, they were going down my street, and they met up with another little group of what looked like street people over by where Painter Bro's place is. Painter Bro is like this homeless dude that does paintings near my house. He's a cool guy. Actually bought one of his paintings, but it was too big for anywhere that I had room for, so now it's behind the fridge, unfortunately. But he's cool. He minds his own business, but still, you know, he makes that his pad. And other people who are not cool, like Painter Bro, see, well, they're not kicking him out, so I guess we can fucking smoke ice there, or whatever they think. And then they all just hang out there at night. And a lot of them have dogs, because a lot of homeless people have dogs, which I think is fucking cruel. But I think they keep them so that at night when they're trying to sleep, and the other homeless people try to rob them, because they all rob each other at night. It's sad, because none of them have anything, and yet they rob each other. It's like, it's fucking gross. But I think they keep the dog as like an alarm system, like a security system. Whatever the case, I think it's cruel that they all have dogs for some reason. But anyway, so then when a bunch of them get together, there'll be a fine gang of dogs down there, and they'll run up to me yipping like, I don't seed that many ground. Of course you can't, you know, because if they think you're afraid of you, then they're just going to try nipping you in the ankles. Much like people. Same kind of thing. So, yeah, it causes a problem. So I think these guys were kind of meeting over there looking for him, but he wasn't there. He leaves during the day. And at night he, you know, sets his shit up and hangs there. And I think, I mean, I'm guessing because they were over by where he was. Maybe looking for him for some reason. Or knowing that they can hang there. But since he wasn't set up there, they don't want to be the first ones to set up there. I could be wrong about that. But, you know, I've seen nights when I go through there and Painter Bro has his stuff out like normal. And dotting the road are all different little groups of people. So I think they kind of wait to see if he's out there first. If he's out there, then they're like, well, we can all go out there. The problem is that little road is connected to that jungle that I walk through sometimes. That leads to the store. And I go to that store a lot. You know, to get cigarettes or whatever. Drinks. My wife does too. Kids go through there. Old people go through there. And for every one Painter Bro, you get 9 fucking assholes who want to rob you. And that's the problem. Now you have an area over there that's just not super safe to go through. It sucks. You know, it would be nice if there was a place for a guy like Painter Bro to just go and live, but it's just, there isn't. There's no room here. And they just keep moving homeless people around and around and around. And like I've talked about before, it builds a resentment because the cost of living here, like, I don't know how I'm doing it. By the grace of God, you know, God's had me for a while. And I do work for him. So I gotta thank him and my wife, you know, and my family here, friends, things like that. I have a bit of a support system, which is nice. But it's tough. It's expensive here to begin with because everything has to be shipped in. Nothing is produced here except tourism. So, I mean, certain items, certain things that you buy, everyday stuff, is double the cost, you know? So what happens is when the price starts going up with stuff, you have inflation, then you have a situation where everything almost doubles in price. So people paying a lot of money to live here, barely hanging on, and there's a large portion of people who just live here and subsist off other people, don't pay any money to live here. So if you're paying, you know, $3,000 rent, and you walk outside and there's someone, you know, set up there, you know, cooking dinner, you get a little resentful. You know, it's like, dude, I paid so much, I shouldn't have to, you know, walk through the gauntlet of ice heads looking at what I have in my hands. It sucks. I mean, there's no answer. This is just this subject is a merry-go-round. There's just no way that there's no answer to it. There's things you can do. There's things you could do better, but there has to be money in it too. That's the whole thing people don't think about, is that there has to be, someone has to gain something from making these changes to make things better. And you think, well, wouldn't just society being better and the community being better, isn't that enough of a gain? No. The people that do have the ability to change things don't want to change things unless there's a power or financial incentive to do so. So as long as, if that doesn't change, then nothing else changes. You know, perhaps if there was like an altruistic kind of view toward community and people, and it wasn't about trying to attain power or more finance or more money, then maybe there is a solution. You know, someone smarter than me could definitely come up with something, I'm sure. They'd probably be from the mainland, but so yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But yeah, to tie it into the problems with my white brethren is all my problems I have are with people like that. Either tourists or some kind of transplant here. That, I don't know, it's weird. What can you do though? You know, you just gotta just work on mitigation. That's all it is. Just like with the beast, man. You can't beat the beast. You gotta just mitigate what it does to you. Mitigate and keep rolling. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.